Hi, I'm back with making my pasta. As you can see, it was rolled up in a ball, but I just didn't shoot that scene because I thought it was kind of boring. But anyway, so here's your pasta, and what you want to do is you want to roll it out and make sure you get it all even, because if you don't want uneven pasta, it doesn't matter what shape it is. But now I'm going to cut it, and what I like to use is this big knife, and what makes it better is you can just cut right down through it. But you want to make sure you have straight pieces. Like, that's not straight to me, so I'll cut that off. And see how you have a nice piece of pasta. So what you do is you just set this over here. So I always just set it there, and then you have another one. It doesn't matter the length of them. It's just I always make sure they're usually about the same length. And if you don't want these rugged edges, what you can do after is you can make pasta balls, which I usually do. I just cut right straight down. See how that one's uneven, so I will roll this out, but I will roll this back into the mixture, because that wasn't even, and I can't serve that at a restaurant. Alright, see how the line just disappeared? So what I'll do is I'll just cut straight down, and I have another one. But see how sometimes it's difficult when you don't use the right lines. Here's another one. So this will just hang out there. But make sure if you do want big lines, what I usually do is I just cut them down one more, and then you have two already. So here's one, and you can lay them on top of each other. Usually nothing happens. But see how that broke? I'll just use this one, but that one's actually a little bit longer than the rest of them. And I'll just cut that there, and just cut that top off if you don't like it, and you can use it for your pasta balls. I love to cook pasta and different things for my family because they think I'm a great chef and I want to be a cook someday. So I'll just take this and I will lay that down, and this little bit could take a little while to cut. Sometimes it is a little rough, but see how that one's all wrong? So I'll just put it together, and you can just use your hands to do that part, or you can use the rolling pin if you want to, but I usually don't. Now I'll just make a skinnier one and see how it comes straight. There's another one. And you want to let this harden. So usually
You know what? No, I don't agree with what you did, and so I refuse to comfort you, despite how adorable you are when you cry.
I like to make little ones, but sometimes people don't. So what I'll do is I'm not going to make pasta balls, because actually it's a difficult process, because you don't really know when they're done, and usually when pasta's done, you can tell. But with this, you really can't. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set these aside. So I'll just move all of them over here, and I'm going to cook them. I'm just going to kind of make them hard a little bit. So I'll leave those there. See how this one's already kind of hard? On the outside, you want them to get hard. You know, it sounds like I'm talking about a penis. I'm really not. Just set that there, and I don't want to have them all over here, but this is enough for 2 people. It depends on where you want to cut it. Excuse me. I usually like to cut it in strands. I'm actually in the process of going to culinary school. Not culinary school, SST. It's a School of Technology. Mr. Collins, he's the best teacher I've had in a while. And despite all my other teachers that I have had, I like him the most. He calls me his favorite student. The other students think I'm a teacher's pet, but the thing that I was going to do with the pasta balls, just roll that out. And what I'll do is I will cut this into big stripes, and I'm going to roll it. So now you see me rolling it up a little bit, and now I'm going to just make little creases. So it just tapers down. But I did this in my culinary arts class, and culinary arts. But Mr. Collins, he's a great teacher. If anybody lives in like Exeter or anything, I recommend him if you want to be a cook. For some of you guys that really don't know how to cook, it's very easy. You just got to know math. I was not a very good math student. I got D's, and I love math now. So I recommend trying this out. Like, if you like to cook and you want to be a cook, I recommend it. It's very fun. You learn a lot, which is most definitely the thing that I love. But some people just don't like it, which I don't understand why, but it's none of my business. Or you can make like little tiny triangles for your kids, or I like to make funky shapes. Like, see, this is a funky shape, but I won't use it. I'm just showing you guys. You can always use your knife to flatten it out. And if you want to like fry it up, just use your knife, and I'm gonna make a few shapes, so don't leave. This is always a fun time. I like to make like, so I'll just evenly cut out a triangle. So there's a triangle, and then I have little itty bitty, hang on, I used to have like these little itty bitty hearts, which I love to use all the time, but I don't know what happened to them. You can always, what I like to do is, if you want like a shape or something, just press it down in, and then you'll take it up. But that really didn't do anything for me. But if you want like a smiley face, what you can do for that, is I like to, actually after I'm done with that, I like to roll it up. And I'll just flatten this by hand now. What I like to do is make little smiley faces, so just take this, you go 1, 2, and then usually it works. Make like a smiley face, but other times it doesn't, but you just have to work with the eyes. I don't make anything really thick, so what I'll do now is I'll just roll this out. Mr. Collins, my culinary arts teacher, told me never to waste anything, so now I'll just cut these into I won't use that since it dropped on the floor. I'm always very sanitary. So, that's about it. The very first one I made is right here, and you can see it's already been getting very thick. See, as I can not cut through it as easy. I'll show you this one, the one that dropped on the floor. I can cut right through it immediately. Like, I'll just go like this, and it'll cut right through. And with this, I go like this, and I can't cut through. So when you can't cut through it, it means that usually it's almost done, and then you flip it. This is the other side can be just as well dried out. I always like to dry all of my things that I've cooked in the past to dry out. The ones that you just cut with the leftover scraps that you use, I recommend not to flip them over quite yet, but when they eventually start to get hard, just flip them over. Excuse me, see, I guess I just flipped that over. But that's how you make pasta, and just throw away the rest of your scraps, and I will be back to show you what I make with my homemade pasta. Okay, have a great time, and peace. I will see you in about half an hour.